To gamers, she is a legend, the woman in the red dress, calm under pressure, always one step ahead, always disappearing before the story ends. In a world of bio-organic weapons and global conspiracies, there are heroes, there are villains, and then there is Ada Wong. Every Resident Evil character has a beginning. They all had a reason to be in the story. But Ada Wong is different, because Ada Wong does not really have a beginning. No official records, no confirmed nationality. Even Ada Wong is not her real name. It is an alias, a mask used by a professional spy. Before Raccoon City, before Leon, Ada was already working in the shadows, and she did not break into labs with guns or computers. She broke in using people.
That's what you get for trusting Ada Wong.
One of those people was an Umbrella researcher named John. John thought Ada was someone he loved, someone he could trust. But to Ada, John was access, a password, a way into Umbrella's secrets. When John realized the truth about Umbrella, the last person he trusted was Ada. He wrote her a letter before he died, and the password to the system was her name, John and Ada. To John, it meant love. To Ada, it meant the mission was complete. That tells you everything about who Ada Wong was before Raccoon City. But then came Raccoon City. And Raccoon City was different, because in Raccoon City, Ada Wong met the one person she could not treat like a mission, Leon S. Kennedy. In Raccoon City, Ada Wong was not just lying to Leon. She was living two different lives at the same time. To Leon, she was a federal agent, a partner, someone trying to stop Umbrella. But in reality, Ada was the reason she was there in the first place. Leon thought he was protecting Ada, but Ada was using Leon to reach the G virus. This is what Ada does best. She does not fight like Chris. She does not survive like Claire. She does not investigate like Leon. Ada manipulates. She studies people. She finds out what they want to believe, and then she becomes that person. To John, she was a girlfriend. To Umbrella, she was a ghost. To Wesker, she was an agent. But to Leon, she was someone worth saving. And that was the problem. Because Leon did not see Ada as a tool. He did not see her as a spy. He did not see her as a mission. He saw her as a person, and no one had looked at Ada Wong like that in a very long time. Then came the moment that changed everything, the bullet. In the Nest laboratory, Leon took a bullet for Ada. He did not know she was lying. He did not know she was using him. He did not know she was about to steal one of the most dangerous viruses in the world. He just saw Ada in danger and stepped in front of the gun. For Leon, it was instinct. For Ada, it was something she was not prepared for. Because spies are trained to expect betrayal, they are not trained to expect sacrifice. And in that moment, Ada Wong realized something. Leon Kennedy was not like the other men she had used before. John loved her. Leon risked his life for her. And those two things are not the same. And that is why the next scene is the most important moment in Ada Wong's entire story. When Annette Birkin exposes Ada, Leon looks at her and realizes everything was a lie. Ada pulls a gun on him. Now think about what this moment means. This is not just a spy pointing a gun at a cop. This is Ada choosing between the mission and the only person who ever truly trusted her. She has the virus, she has the gun, Leon is unarmed. All she has to do is pull the trigger, but she cannot. And that hesitation is the moment Ada Wong's double life collapses. Because in that moment, she is not a spy. She is just a woman pointing a gun at the only person who ever saw her as human. She falls. Leon thinks she died. But the most important part of Raccoon City is not that Ada survived. It is what she did next. She came back, not for the virus, not for the mission, for Leon. She throws him the rocket launcher and disappears into the shadows. And from that moment on, Ada Wong would spend the rest of her life doing the same thing, working in the shadows, saving Leon when he needs her, and disappearing before he can stop her. Raccoon City did not just create a hero in Leon Kennedy. It created something else. It created the version of Ada Wong that could care about someone. And for a spy, that is the most dangerous thing in the world. Most people think Ada Wong escaped Raccoon City like a hero, but she did not. She escaped like a ghost that refused to die. After her fall in the Nest laboratory, Ada was alone, injured, bleeding, and barely able to walk. Above her, the United States government had already made a decision. Raccoon City would be erased, not evacuated, not saved, erased. Ada had less than an hour to escape a city full of monsters that was about to be destroyed by a missile. No backup, no partner, no Leon. For the first time in the story, Ada Wong was completely alone. She fights through the sewers, through monsters, through the pain. She finally reaches the extraction point. But when she gets there, her contact is dead. No rescue, no team, no plan, just a computer screen and a man watching from the shadows, Albert Wesker. This conversation is one of the most important moments in Ada Wong's life. Wesker tells her the mission failed. He tells her she is no longer useful. He basically tells her she is going to die in Raccoon City. In that moment, Ada does something very important. She shows him the G virus sample. Even after everything, the fall, the injury, the monsters, and the city about to be destroyed, she still completed the mission. This is what makes Ada different from everyone else. Ada Wong is a professional. Wesker sees this and decides to save her, not because he cares, but because she is useful. He gives her a way out, a grappling hook, and an escape route to an umbrella helicopter leaving the city. In the final minutes before the missile hits, Ada launches herself onto the helicopter and escapes Raccoon City. Below her, the city disappears in fire, and with it, her old life. After Raccoon City, Ada Wong could have disappeared. She could have taken the money, changed her name, and left the bioweapon world forever, but she did not. She chose to keep working in the shadows. She chose to keep working with people like Wesker. She chose the dangerous life. And that tells us something very important about Ada Wong. She is not just surviving anymore. She is choosing this life. And from this moment on, Ada Wong is no longer running from the darkness. She is walking into it. 6 years after Raccoon City, Ada Wong arrives in Spain. New mission, new employer, new virus. This time, she is working for Albert Wesker. Her objective is simple: retrieve a dominant plaga specimen known as the Amber. To complete this mission, Ada works with a researcher named Luis, a man who knows more about the parasite than anyone else. But like Raccoon City, nothing goes according to plan. But there is something else happening behind the scenes. Ada is infected. She is being hunted by a creature that will not stop until she is dead. She is dying, and she still continues the mission. But Spain is not really about the Amber. It is about Leon. Throughout the mission, Ada helps Leon again and again. She rings a church bell to save him. She guides him from the shadows. She steps in when he would have died. Just like Raccoon City, she saves him and then disappears. At the end of the mission, the island is collapsing. Sadler is dead. The parasite is gone. The nightmare is over. A helicopter arrives to extract Ada. She gets on board and then offers Leon a seat. For a moment, it looks like this time might be different. But Leon refuses. Not because he hates her, not because he does not trust her, but because he understands something they both know. Leon and Ada do not live in the same world. Leon saves the world in the light. Ada survives it in the shadows. So Ada gives him a way to escape, a key, a chance to live, and she leaves again. For Leon, it is the end of another nightmare. For Ada, it is the end of another goodbye. But here is the part Leon never sees. Ada did not just finish the mission in Spain, she changed it. After learning what Wesker planned to do with the Amber, Ada made her own decision. She did not give Wesker the real power he wanted. She betrays Albert Wesker, the most dangerous man in the Resident Evil world. And as the helicopter flies away from the island, Ada looks out the window and sees Leon one last time escaping the island below. Leon will be remembered as the hero of Spain. But the truth is, the world was saved by someone else. Someone who works in the shadows. She saves the world, and then she disappears. By the time we reach Resident Evil 6, Ada Wong is no longer just a spy. She is a legend, a ghost, a name whispered in the world of bioterror and espionage. And that is exactly why Derek C. Simmons became obsessed with her. Simmons was not just a villain. He was a powerful man who believed he controlled the world from the shadows. But there was one thing he could not control: Ada Wong. She refused to work for him. She refused to belong to him. She refused to be controlled. So Simmons did something truly horrifying. He decided that if he could not control Ada Wong, he would create Ada Wong. He kidnapped a brilliant scientist named Carla Radamez and used the C-virus to transform her into Ada's physical double. Not just similar, identical. Her face, her voice, her body. Imagine that. Someone steals your identity and uses your face to start a global bioterror attack. Cities destroyed, millions dead, and the world thinks you did it. That is the nightmare Ada Wong lived through in Resident Evil 6. Carla, the fake Ada, created Neo Umbrella and launched attacks across the world, especially in China. And the real Ada Wong had to watch from the shadows as her own face became the face of global terrorism. So for the first time in her life, Ada Wong was not running a mission, she was hunting herself. This is why Resident Evil 6 is the most personal story for Ada. Not Raccoon City, not Spain, this time it was personal. The final confrontation on the aircraft carrier is not just a boss fight, it is symbolic. Ada Wong is literally fighting the life she could have become. Carla is what happens when obsession, power, and bioweapons destroy a person's identity. And when Carla finally mutates and dies, Ada does not celebrate. She does not say anything. She just watches. This is where everything ends. Carla mutates, the ship collapses, the plan falls apart. And Simmons, the man behind everything, finally loses control. The virus mutates him into a monster. Not a mastermind anymore. Not a puppet master anymore. Just a man who destroyed everything because he could not control one woman. During the final fight, Ada is knocked unconscious. And in that moment, Leon does what he has always done. He protects her, even after the lies, even after Raccoon City, even after Spain. Leon stands between Ada and Simmons, not because he understands her, not because he trusts her, but because he knows one thing: Ada Wong is not the enemy. When Ada wakes up, she helps Leon finish the fight. Together, they finally stop Simmons. No big speech, no closure. Just another villain falling into the fire. Because in that moment, Ada realizes something terrifying. Her face, her name, her identity can be copied, used, destroyed, and no one in the world would even know the difference. And when it is over, Ada does what she always does. She destroys the lab. She leaves the evidence. She makes sure the truth survives. And then she disappears. No credit, no reward. No one knows she saved the world. Because that is the life Ada Wong chose. A life where you save the world and no one even knows your real name. For the first time in a long time, a major Resident Evil incident happens and Ada Wong is not there. No red dress, no grappling hook, no last-second rescue, no mysterious woman watching from the shadows, just silence. And that silence is interesting because throughout Resident Evil history there is a pattern. Raccoon City, Spain, China. Whenever the world is about to change, Ada Wong is somewhere in the background. Not as a hero, not as a villain, but as a ghost, making sure the wrong people do not get too much power. But in Requiem, she is gone. And that raises a very important question. Why would Ada Wong stay away from something this big? In every major incident, and somewhere in the shadows, Ada Wong is there. She appears when she is needed, saves the man she cares about, and disappears before the world can see her. Maybe one day Ada Wong will stop running. Maybe one day she will tell Leon the truth. But until that day comes, Ada Wong will remain what she has always been, a ghost in a red dress,